Most people try to manifest from the wrong state, and that's why nothing happens. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. Hello, my name is Nadia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how you can learn to manifest instantly. The biggest thing about manifesting is that you are always manifesting. It's not something that you have to learn. It's not something that you have to start doing. You are manifesting everything around you. You are manifesting your reality right now. So if you are manifesting anyway, you might as well manifest the good things. You might as well not manifest lack, but manifest abundance, manifest happiness, manifest opportunities. Because up to now, you have been manifesting the bad. You've been manifesting lack. You've been manifesting sadness. You've been just simply manifesting the life that you don't want. But you have to take responsibility and know that this is what you're manifesting for yourself. So today I want to show you how you can manifest consciously by choosing a different vibrational state, a different frequency. So I want to draw it out for you, right? So we have two realities. Oh, wow. We actually have a lot of realities, but yeah. We have a lot of realities, but we're going to be focusing on two realities today, which is your 5D and your 3D. So the 3D is your physical realm. It's the realm that you are seeing right now. Everything you're seeing is your 3D. Me on your screen, I'm your 3D reality. Your 5D reality is your imagination. So everything you can imagine that you have, you simply just have because you've imagined it, so it's happening. So when you look at your 5D, all your manifestations are instant. The second you think of something, it is already real. It's already real in your 5D, and your 3D is reflecting. So this is a mirror. So this line here is your mirror. So your 3D will always respond and reflect your 5D reality. And this is really important. And I want to show you about frequencies, right? So there is infinite frequencies. This is the frequency you are on right now. And this is the frequency and this is the frequency of abundance. And this is the frequency of love. And there is infinite amount of positive frequencies. They are infinite. They would just keep going. Anything you can think of, it's out there. But there is also a frequency of wanting. There is also a frequency of lack. And again, many frequencies, infinite of things that could potentially go wrong. And this is you. This is your current frequency. You are constantly shifting your frequency. So you just keep going into different frequencies. At all times, you are slowly moving to certain frequencies. For example, if you keep repeating thoughts like, I want more money, you are slowly shifting into the frequency of wanting. Now, that doesn't give you money. That just creates the reality of wanting. Because once you're in that wanting state for long enough, your 3D mirror will start to reflect that, because again, it's a mirror. So you are now, your 3D, your physical realm is now in the frequency of wanting. Because you keep affirming, imagining that you want more money, that you need more money, that you can't live without more money, yet you want it, so you're letting the universe know that you don't have it yet. And because you are doing that for long enough, the 3D here has no choice but to respond to your wanting. Now, you keep affirming lack, wanting, needing, sadness. And again, the 3D is simply giving you exactly what you want. The universe is working in your favor. God, universe, whatever you want to call it, it's working in your favor. It's giving you exactly what you want. It will always give you what you want. The universe is never against you. It will always give you exactly what you want. So what you have to do is simply shift into the abundance frequency, meaning that for long enough, you have to say they already have the money. You're not stressed about the money. People who have money are not stressed about the money. You have the abundance. You are in a happy and healthy relationship with yourself, with your significant other. Whatever it is, you already have. And when you are in that frequency for long enough, again, your 3D will simply just respond to that. And like I said, there is never ending amount of different frequencies. The ones that you are farming or thinking about are the closest to you, but somewhere out there in the universe, there is a frequency of you being an astronaut, or you being, I don't know, a teacher, or something that you don't want to be, but you thought it once, and it's like I said, manifestations are instant, so it's already out there. But because you're not affirming it, you are not shifting into that frequency. But there is a reality in there that you do have this. You are a teacher or an astronaut or whatever it is that you ever thought that you could potentially be. But there is also the bad realities. So you're just not thinking constantly that you could maybe potentially be sick, or completely broke, where you have no money whatsoever to pay the bills, right? So you're not thinking about this. You're just kind of in the middle. You keep thinking that you technically do have enough bills to pay, but you want more money. And that's exactly the frequency that your reality is reflecting. But you are shifting you are mirroring your reality all the time. So technically, every single day, you have a clean mirror. And you can choose whatever frequency is that you want. If you wake up every single day and you choose abundance, and you choose love, and you choose your dream job, and family, if you choose all these frequencies every single day, then the mirror will simply just show you the same thing that you're choosing every single day in your 5D. And this is very messy, but I do hope it makes sense, because it does for me. Now, every single day that you choose your current reality, which is, let's say, this one. Let's just say this is you. Trying to shift again into the abundance, into the love, into the family and career, whatever. This reality wants to keep you. So now this reality that you are in right now is creating doubt. Doubt and fear and all of these negative emotions, because this reality is now losing you slowly. It's dying. So it's going to create doubt and fear for the other realities, so you stay in this frequency. And every single time you come back to this frequency of doubt and fear and lack and everything else that was here in this negative state, again, because you've been here for long enough, your 3D mirror will make it very easy to show you this, because you've been here for long enough to actually reflect this. It's easier for the 3D to reflect what you are most of the time. So that's why your manifestations are not working, because you are choosing a reality for 5 minutes of the day when you are affirming and you're meditating and you're doing all these things that people are telling you to do, but you're only doing it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And then for the rest of the day, you are giving in for the doubt and the fear and the lack and stress. And that's okay. You have to remember, we are not humans having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's okay to feel the emotions of doubt and fear, and sometimes even lack, and just wanting things, wanting material things, wanting the 3D world to show us. But once you understand that you are the spiritual being having a human experience, you know that you are here to enjoy life, to enjoy everything around you, enjoy the emotions, enjoy the happiness, and learn to live your life the way it suits you. So what that means is that if you want money, you have to manifest from the state of abundance all the time. So affirmations work because they are just thoughts. They are just repetitive thoughts that then your reality will reflect. Vision boards, mind movies, they work because you are constantly seeing your new reality that you're choosing for yourself. But again, if you're forcing yourself, only doing it for 5 minutes a day, but then for the rest of the day, you are constantly saying, no, I don't have money, I don't have love, nobody loves me, then that's exactly what the reality is going to reflect. That's the only way it's going to work. You can only manifest what you are, always. So manifestations can be instant because they are instant. In the 5D, they are instant. And if you are in that state for long enough, your 3D reality will have, like I said, no choice but to give it to you. And it works both ways. If you have a rich person, a very rich, abundant, and happy person, living in abundance and in happiness and full of love, and for 5 minutes a day they think to themselves, I'm actually so broke, I have nobody, I have no money, nobody loves me, do you think the reality is going to reflect what they said for 5 minutes, what they affirmed that they broke for 5 minutes, or the other times where they constantly live in abundance and the feeling of abundance? The reality will of course reflect the abundance, because that's the state they are living in most of the day, most of the time. And the same is for you. If you want to achieve anything, you have to become that before it becomes your reality. Stop asking for the 3D to validate you, because it doesn't need to, because your manifestations are instant. You just have to be in that state for long enough. Because if you were raised, if you grew up, and you have been for most of your life in the state of abundance, it will be difficult for you to shift to this new reality, but it's not impossible. You just have to change your mindset. This is all it takes for your manifestations to be instant. The change of mindset. If you every single day live like you are in abundance, live like you have all the love that you want, you love yourself, you are confident, then that will become your reality in the 3D as well, because the physical world will have no choice but to respond to your internal state. And again, tools, scripting, affirming, vision boards, mind movies, they don't create your reality. They can be helpful. However, like I said, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So if you have to force yourself to do your scripting, then that's not a good frequency anymore. That's not positive. So don't always listen because someone said if you write your reality 10 times per day on a piece of paper, that will become your reality. If that brings negative feelings and negative emotions, it's not going to shift your reality. Everything you do has to be positive. The second you decide who you are becoming, for example, an abundant person full of love, you have to decide now everything I do will bring me to that reality no matter what. Meaning that you don't have to listen to frequencies and waves just because someone said so. And now, don't get me wrong, I love theta waves, for example, when I go to sleep. But I'm not out there listening to them all the time because I would find them boring. I listen to music that makes me feel good. And whatever music that is that makes you feel good will bring you to your final manifestation because that's what you decided. It can be as simple as it is. It can be as simple as you decide that it is. And that also means that when you are manifesting something consciously, let's say you're trying to manifest a job, you also have to manifest that that job comes to you easy. You cannot say, yes, I'm going to manifest a job, but obviously I'm going to have to put a lot of work into this. Why? Why are you making it difficult for yourself? When you can manifest anything, that also means that the process can be easy. The job is going to come to you like that. The opportunities will flow to you because that's what you're deciding, that's who you are. You are someone who is full of opportunities. Opportunities are always just given to you very fast. So, the simplest way to manifest your new frequency, your new state, is that you have to first realize the state that you're in. Are you living in abundance? Are you living in lack? Only you are the observer of your own mind, of your own thoughts. Thoughts are affirmations. So you have to see what you are affirming all the time, not just the 5 minutes of your scripting your future life. Like I said, these tools are very helpful, but only if they are done from the right state of mind. If you are negative about the fact that you have to write your life out on a piece of paper, then again, that's already a negative frequency that is going to not bring you what you want. So everything you do, you have to do from the right state of mind. So when you are shifting the frequency and you catch yourself having these negative thoughts, think to yourself, what would the version of me that already has it do right now? What would she think right now? And just act from that state, whatever the answer is. And always do things that will bring you that feeling of positivity. So if you have to, like I said, force yourself to listen to a frequency because someone said like, oh, this frequency is so good to listen to because it's going to bring you affirmations and abundance, and this is an abundance frequency, you have to listen to this an hour a day. If that makes you feel bored and if that makes you feel no good, you're just doing it because someone said you should do it, then that's not what's going to bring you the frequency. Like I said, I love frequencies. I think they can be really good if you are listening to them from the right state of mind. The second you have to force yourself, it doesn't work anymore. If you have to force yourself to listen to frequencies, listen to them at night when your subconscious mind is generally just absorbing them. But when you are awake, you decide. And if you want to listen to music, then listen to music. Not everything has to be spiritual in that way that you have to force yourself to do it, because you are spiritual anyway. These frequencies, sounds of the universe, you already know them. Your soul already knows them. And you are here to listen to music. You are here to have the human experience. So learn to manipulate energy, learn to manifest consciously, and understand that once you decide what you are, everything that you do will bring you to that goal anyway. You don't have to write it down 10 times. You don't have to create 10,000 mind movies. You don't have to listen to 10 different frequencies per day in order to achieve your goals. You simply decide and shift into that frequency.